This man from Maryland took the life of his pastor when he found out his pastor told his wife to divorce him. Let me explain. This pastor from Maryland had a very small church. Everybody loved him, including this man's wife. This man's wife would call their pastor every time they had an issue in their relationship. If they got behind on a bill, she would call the pastor. If they having disagreements in a relationship, she would call the pastor. But the husband started to get very angry because she kept calling the pastor, saying the husband is yelling at her. Every time they would go to church and the wife would call the pastor would pull the husband to the side and tell him what to do and what not to do in the relationship. The pastor even started to get rude. He said, "You lucky to have a woman like this." So one Sunday, the husband and wife went to church and the pastor pulled him to the side again to talk to him about his wife. The husband then told the pastor, "Stay out my business." When the wife husband yelled at the pastor, the wife got very angry and said that's very disrespectful. 3 days later, they got in a very bad argument about the husband yelling at the pastor, telling him to stay out his business. While they was yelling at each other, the wife said the unthinkable. She said, "The pastor said I should divorce you. I might just take his advice." The husband then called the pastor to confront him about what he said to his wife. The pastor said, "You said stay out of my business, so don't call my phone anymore." The husband was thinking crazy at that point. He was thinking, was his wife cheating with the pastor or what is going on? The husband then told the wife he don't want to go to that church anymore. The wife said he don't have to go, but she's going. 3 weeks later, the wife did the unthinkable. She filed for divorce. The husband was shocked. He didn't think his wife would really file for divorce. When the wife filed for divorce, she moved out the house and she blocked the husband number. The husband then called the pastor again to tell him everything that was going on, and he wanted to let the pastor know it was his fault. The pastor said, "Don't call my phone anymore. Your wife made the right decision." 2 weeks after he talked to the pastor, he did the unthinkable. He went and broke in the pastor's house. He was going to try and beat the pastor. The pastor realized someone was breaking in his house. He grabbed his shotgun and he ran downstairs. When he ran downstairs, he met the husband coming around the corner. The husband grabbed the shotgun, wrestled the shotgun away from the pastor, and unalived the pastor. Minutes after he unalived the pastor, law enforcement arrived at the pastor's house. The husband wasn't able to escape. The husband told law enforcement it was self-defense, but he didn't have a leg to stand on because he broke in the pastor's house and the pastor had cameras that showed everything. When the husband got charged, the wife was a witness in court. She said her husband made several threats against the pastor and he hated the pastor because they had a good relationship. This man got life in prison.